What is up, everyone? It's Grim here, and it's Friday! Yes! Thank Crunchy, thank the Lord, it's Friday. End of the week is upon us, but we have grim tidings, my friend. Grim tidings indeed. Due to a major power outage in the Netherlands, we are experiencing horrendous problems with World of Warcraft. Quite brilliant little post from Blizzard with regards to our telephone and online support is down. If you need us, get hold of us in-game. The issue I wanted to chat to you about was the fact that there is no in-game. Cheers, Blizz, for that one. Yeah, servers have been down most of the day. It's currently... Let me get my clock. It is 2 o'clock here in the UK, and I haven't been able to get on WoW all day. So, hence the reason, apologies for the old, weird video I've got going on ahead. It's the culling of Stratholme. It's for some different project I was doing, but as I can't get on and get you any current footage, I thought, do you know what, sod it, let's use this, because I've got to put a video out there. So, the video in no way relates to what I'm going to talk about today, but it is purely there to give your eyes, your little eyesies, something to look at while I talk to you. So, and by the way, this video has nothing to do with the current power outages that have been going on, okay? For some people this has been going on for upwards of 3 days now, but this video is not in relation to that. It's kind of, it was something I'd already planned on doing, and it just happens to be coincidence. So, without further ado, let's crack into this. Let's get into the topic of this video, and that is the life expectancy and all that good stuff of Warlords of Draenor, because I've noticed something. I'm not part of the biggest guild in the world, by no means. But I've noticed recently more and more people are online, but yet they are not. I've noticed so many people start to take up Hearthstone. They've been like, ooh, the new BlackRock expansion's coming out for Hearthstone. I may go have a little dabble in that. Or they've been going, does anybody know that I've seen this a lot in Guild? Does anybody know anything about Heroes of the Storm? I was going to have a look at it. It's on offer on G2A. I was thinking of having a look. More and more I've seen that my friends have got people who are online but are not in WoW. And you talk to them and like, oh, dude, I'm gonna do my garrison, and now I'll log in, do my garrison, and yeah, I'll be there raid night, not a problem, I'll be there raid night. And you're gonna pop on, we're gonna, you know, we could do some stuff. Nah, not really interested, to be honest. And that is the major thing that I've heard recently. Now, we had this way back, almost when the expansion launched. A lot of people were going, I can see that there's really, really good things in this expansion. I can see there's a lot of things that I really like. But I kind of feel detached from it. I feel I don't feel satisfied with what I'm doing. I know I should be. I know there's good stuff here, but it's just not doing it for me. And at the time I was like, yeah, but you've got to go out and you've got to make it yourself. You've got to go out and you've got to grasp it with both hands and, you know, take your opportunities. For instance, if you're, you know, you're interested in doing raiding and LFR just isn't doing it for you, well, you're going to have to go out there. You're going to have to go out and find a raiding guild. You know, there's loads out there. People are so desperate for raiders right now because there is a real downturn. If you've watched the Preach video he did a little while ago, he talked about how, you know, huge mythic guilds are breaking apart. Guilds that, you know, are moving from heroic to myth to I was about to say method. I don't mean method. I mean mythic raiding are falling apart. There's raids falling apart all over the place, and at the moment is really flux. And there's a lot of opportunity for people to step in who may have never raided before, who'd be like, I could step in, I could be part of this. You may not jump straight into the A team, but they may have a farm team, you can get into that and you can work your way in. There's a lot of spaces opening up in guilds that were very closed off in the beginning. They were like, okay, we've always been a 25-man or we've always been a 10-man. That's how we're going to approach, you know, the raiding in Warlords of Draenor. Fuck that it's flex, we don't care. We're going to go in as a 10-man, we're going to go in as a 25-man, and that's it. That's how we're going to do this. That's changed now. People are like, do you know what, fuck it, let's just get bums on seats. Let's just get people in, because it's crazy at the moment. There's people dropping left, right and centre. And, you know, that's good and that's bad, because obviously it's good that it's giving people the opportunity. They can jump into a guild, they can raid, they can experience things and make new friends that they weren't able to do before. Brilliant. But let's not take away from the overarching problem then, is that people are running out of either things to do, or, and this is the major one, the things that there are there for them to do are boring. They don't want to do them. They're like, oh, okay. Okay, this is a brilliant example. There's a guildie who has not logged in now for I want to say I'm sure on his thing is like 17 days, or it's like, I think it's like 2 to 3 weeks he hasn't logged in now. But every day he is online because he's using the remote tools to sort about his auction house stuff and all that sort of crap. He's keeping up to date without logging into the game. And that is something that a lot of people have screamed that cannot happen to WoW. It cannot become a phone game where you can just go in, mess about with your garrison, and that's it. You've done all you need to do. I know for a fact, okay, he will log in at some point, and he will have so many resources that he will be able to catch straight back up. He'll have bloods, he'll have everything from not having actually been in the game. It's crazy. It's a crazy thought that WoW's starting to descend into that. So, the other thing that is on the horizon is this WoW token. That scares the shit out of me as well. Because, okay, implementing something like the WoW token is pretty big. It's pretty major to get something like that into the game. There's a lot of people that have to work on that. There's a lot of people that got to look at, obviously, the front end bit on the Battle.net. There's a lot of people that look at the in-game aspect of it. A lot of things to be done. That takes resources, and by resources I mean people. That takes development team, art teams. That takes people from all spheres of Blizzard working on this. And that tells me that they're not working on something else. They're not working on the things that we are hoping that they are working on. Alright, now what I mean by that is Tanaan Jungle is probably done, okay? Tanaan Jungle is probably wrapped up with a big, pretty bow, and these guys are now, okay, you're free, take some of this team and go and work on that. Which is fine. I'm looking forward to Tanaan Jungle. I hope it opens up new things. What I'm hoping it doesn't do is be... I've said this in another video, I'm hoping that when Tanaan Jungle opens up, we don't get Khadgar's forward base, okay? The Khadgar's got some tower or whatever in Tanaan, and that's where our staging post is, and that will give us daily quests every day to go out and do shit in Tanaan and wherever else. Go and kill this mob here, go and do that. I'm hoping it doesn't descend into a daily quest guide, because you will kill WoW. You will seriously drop below what you had during Mrs. Pandara on the subscription base. Now, I know it sounds drastic to say you'll kill WoW. You won't, okay? You won't. But you will damage all the good work you did. You already see numbers starting to drop. You already see that, and you do. You always see numbers drop during an expansion because there's a lot of hype at the beginning, a lot of hype, and then it dies off. 6.1, I wasn't expecting major things. As I said, I always thought 6.1 was going to be the nuts and bolts that they didn't get fixed in time. Fine, I haven't got a problem with that. 6.2 needs to be stunning now. It needs to be something truly amazing to get all these people back and playing, because... And I'm completely contradicting myself, and I'm aware of that. People are going to say, Grim, in this video you said otherwise. But I think now, looking at this game, and bearing in mind I'm on my 9th level 90 plus character, and I have 6 characters at 100, and the rest I cannot be asked to level. I don't want to go through the leveling process, and that's shocking because that's normally something I enjoy doing. Right now I'm going back and running old content. There's if you ever go into your guild, you'll notice on the very front screen you've got a list of like epics people have got. I can go into that and I will see maybe one that is from doing an LFR. The rest of the list, and it will be a huge list, will be old ones from Blackwing Descent, Firelands. I know the ones that people are running, and it's constant. You go outside any of these old raids, you'll see loads of people outside. People are going back, they're running old content for gold, they're just doing things to kill time rather than really enjoying what Draenor, hopefully, we hoped had to offer. But it just seems to be lacking. I'm hoping that 6.2 is going to turn this around. I'm also hoping now, not in the long term, I hope it doesn't become the standard thing, but I am hoping that this expansion is only like a year long. I'm hoping that come November, Blizzard are going to say, okay, look, by June next year or whatever, we've got a new expansion coming out, and that's going to be a big one. I would have no issue. Video's rolling down now, but I have no issue, okay, if Blizzard turned around and said, look, we're going to have a 2-year expansion. So we bring an expansion out and it lasts 2 years, okay? Then, as a filler, as a little buffer, we have a 1-year expansion. So we have a 5-level expansion. It's going to boost you 5 levels. And then we have a 10-level expansion, okay? And that's what we're going to be doing. That's what we're going to be looking for now. I'd have no issue with that. You know, use the little filler ones to kind of tease us with new things. Just use the filler one to prep for the next big expansion, the next big story, and drop the fucking price. Come on, guys. If we're going to have something, Draenor should not have been £30 or whatever it fucking is. It's a ridiculous price for an expansion, which is not very big. I've gone back and I've looked at the maps for Mr. Pandara, for Wrath, for fucking TBC. You look at those zones and what they offered, how much they give you, even from a questing point of view of how to get from A to B. I know they're trying to tell a story, but they offer so much more. I can level characters in many different ways. You know, I get to 100 or get to max level for whatever those zones are. There's a lot of things for me to do. This expansion, I've got to admit now, if I wasn't raiding, and if I wasn't with a really good group of people, I probably would have put this down right now. I would have gone, I'm not enjoying this right now, and stepped away and looked at other things. But, as I say, this is not a downer video. This is not me trying to go, well, shit, and dying now, guys. Because I'm not going to do that. It's a dickhead move. But what I am going to say is, please, Blizz, you need to turn this around. Stop focusing on fucking WoW tokens, and I hope the WoW token works. I hope it kills the gold sellers off. But, please, for the love of God, do not let it detract from creating quality content that we can enjoy. Because at the moment, a lot of people feel like they're either going through the numbers, like I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Okay, I need to go out and get my Savage Blood stuff. And it's all the garrison. You're trapping people in garrisons. And the garrison is such a good idea and works so well. But the garrison is reflecting how little else there is to do in the game. If I can spend all my time stood in my garrison, then there's something wrong with the rest of the world. Okay? Also, and this is a final thing, and I may do a video on it, I may not. I've completely U-turned on a lot of subjects in this video, and this is one of them. Bring flying back. We need flying in Warlords of Draenor. I'll do a video on that at another point because it's a big topic, but my personal feeling is now, at this point, we need flying. 6.2, bring flying into the game. But have an amazing weekend, guys, and apologies that the Making Gold summary for Wrath has not been done. Unfortunately, I couldn't get on. I couldn't do a lot of stuff that I wanted to get done. I'm not going to do a half-assed summary. It's not fair on you guys. But have an amazing weekend, and I will catch you all on Monday when, fingers crossed, we're back up and running, and we could crack on with the Wrath summary and then get into Kata. But have a great one, guys, and I'll catch you all later.